Melbourne.
Hello, 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 hello.
It's Pear Shaped in Dystopia. Every Wednesday night at 8:30. Yes, it's Pear Shaped, and we hope you'll come to see us and don't be late. Yes, it's Pear Shaped. It's just a favour to come in, and we hope that you'll be coming back again to Pear Shaped in Dystopia. Every Wednesday night at 8:30.
Every Wednesday night at 8:30. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Welcome to Pear Shaped in Dystopia. It's okay. I'm still alive. I've decided to carry on living. That wasn't the feeling I had after the last but one episode, but I've decided to carry on living in spite of myself.
And we've gone monthly.
We've gone monthly. We're now having monthly periods
Yes.
of 1 hour. Yeah, that's all the new material out of the way. Got any jokes? Anything?
No, I was going to introduce people first.
Go on, introduce people.
This is
It's about
Al,
time you did a bit of work.
and this is Anthony.
Hang on, wait. Do it when I'm not talking. Who's that bloke there with the mandolin?
Al Mandolino, like it says
Al
on the screen.
Mandolino.
And
With the
Anthony, whose
Yep.
thing is cut off by the promotion.
yeah, support starving comedian. Can you get rid of that? Because that's you're blocking Anthony out.
Well, I know, but
Or as Al says, Antho. I liked it. When what's his name, Lenny. When Lenny, Big Lenny, came and did Pear Shaped, and he said, anyway, that's what I think. What do you think, Tone? He said to Anthony, what do you think, Tone? And Anthony said, so that's it. There's no punchline to that or anything. I just thought that it deserved a mention. So, anybody else you want to introduce? Anything else?
not at the moment,
on
no.
mind? No? All right, I'll put my
That's,
lager down then.
that's the staff
Yeah.
members out the way.
Yeah, so I was saying earlier on that I saw something on Facebook, somebody was having great difficulty remembering their new material, and I'm having great difficulty trying to remember anything that we used to do. So what I've got to do now is something we've been doing for about 34 years, and but we're going to sort of jig it up a bit and see if it works. So it's a combination of things. Yeah, I had to go to a funeral during the week.
Did ya?
What's the next bit?
Well, he didn't have to go.
Yeah, but it cheered me up a bit.
It cheered you up
See,
a bit,
that's it's things like that I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so
You were just walking around, weren't you?
well, I wasn't even invited. I was just walking around reading the gravestones, trying to find somebody worse off than myself.
But you forgot you were going to do Pear Shape.
I forgot I was going to do Pear Shaped, yeah, so it wasn't possible to find anybody. Well, I mean, they were dead, but that could have been seen as an advantage
Yeah.
more than anything.
And,
So,
and then he thought,
What?
and he saw a small group of people.
I did. I saw a small group of people huddled around an open grave, like even smaller than the group of people huddled around this podcast. All right, and I got.
You thought great, didn't you?
I thought, great,
Yeah.
party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I got talking to this
You
old
gate
man.
crashed, didn't you?
I gate crashed, yeah.
Gate crashed,
I did. I gate crashed. I got talking to this old man. I knew he was old. I could smell piss.
All right. Yeah. Fair
So,
enough.
and what happened then?
What did you? What you just said? Morning.
I said morning.
Yeah.
He didn't get it either. So there you go.
Lovely day for it. Was it
Lovely day for it. It was lovely. It was a lovely day
was a
for
lovely
it.
day for it,
Certainly
yeah.
was a lovely day for it. And he still didn't get it. So I
You
said,
never know what to say at funerals.
I
do you?
never know what's at funerals.
Oh,
That's the wrong way round.
well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it should have come before morning.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but all right. Yeah. So
And then what did you ask him?
what did I ask him? I said, who's in the box, mate? He said, that's my sister. I said, which one? He said, the dead one. I didn't get that. Al got it, but he wasn't even there.
I thought you asked him if she was dead then.
I asked him if she was dead,
Yeah.
but I can't remember what he
And
said.
he said, I hope so.
Yeah, he said, I fucking hope so. Otherwise, we've
Gone to a lot of trouble
we've
for
got
nothing.
a lot of trouble for nothing. He
Yeah.
said, yeah, we wasted all that money
And
on
they've done
flowers
sandwiches and everything.
and sandwiches. Yeah, flowers and
Done
sandwiches.
sandwiches and everything.
What
yeah.
a waste.
And did you,
that was
then what did you say?
What a waste. That was the Ian Jury song.
Ah,
I don't know it, but
no, I've never heard of it.
yeah.
So
What did I say? When?
then you said you've just stopped my train of thought. Now I've lost what I was thinking.
See, yeah, that's the trouble. You know
weren't
how.
going on about waste.
Yeah.
No, but then you said what's she die of?
Yeah, I said, what did she die of? He said, nothing serious. Oh,
You're not supposed to laugh at your own jokes.
I know, yeah. I've been told that many times. Yeah. So,
Nothing serious.
yeah, nothing serious. Yeah.
And how old are you anyway?
I said, how old are you anyway? He said, 96. So I said, you might as well fucking
It's fucking hardly worth your while going
fucking
home,
hardly
is it?
worth your while going home, is it? I said, why didn't you jump in quick? I'll cover for you. Save yourself a few quid. He didn't want to know. He didn't want to. I'd like to dedicate this routine to all the people who've recently been to a funeral. So, there we are.
Who haven't been
bit
able to
of-
go to a funeral.
There's a bit of a topic.
It's a bit of a touchy
Topical
subject
stuff.
because a lot of people
It is,
die,
yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
And people haven't been able to go to funerals
No, they haven't. No.
until it opened up, and now you can have a big funeral outside.
Yeah.
That's comforting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shall we put the first act on then?
I think we should. Yeah, we should because he's been waiting there on video. He's been waiting for ages. So, put him up, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert White.
Day after day, I must face the world. Day after day, 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 day after day. Day after day.
Well, that was Robert White. Robert was our first act. There will be other acts during the evening who will hopefully be as exciting as Robert's. Maybe not. Maybe. You never know. So I'm Anthony. My job is to introduce the acts when Brian isn't introducing the acts. Because otherwise one person will psychologically break down. Or two people or three people. That is the kind of evening that this is. But we try. It's difficult. It's difficult to be original and inventive and radical. I mean, even really radical people like Extinction Rebellion find it hard to be radical. I mean, I saw them. Trying to be radical the other week. They were holding up the traffic, and I just thought, well, this appears to be radical. But when you think about it, they're very middle of the road. So that's a joke. I do like them, really. I think, you've got to admire any organisation that can manage to find a bank to protest in front of, an actual physical bank, because I haven't seen a physical bank open there isn't a bank for miles around here. Now they're all help centres for people who need help, which is just about everyone. They change your perspective of life. I find my perspective of life changes. As you get older, you realise how much nonsense there is in the world. Like, my mum had this thing against rabbits. So she used to say that rabbits, she kept rabbits during the war. They kept rabbits during the war. She said rabbits are spiteful creatures, really spiteful. They bite and they urinate everywhere, and they're just horrible, spiteful creatures. Why does anyone keep them as pets? And then I read somewhere about the different behavioural patterns of rabbits, and of course they behave differently depending on how you treat them. And it occurred to me one day to say, well, Mum, you say rabbits are spiteful, but they probably may have had a grudge that you were breeding them to kill them and eat them. You know, I mean, I'm not a vegetarian, but you know that if I was a rabbit, I would hold that against you. I mean, they didn't have a lot of life to look forward to, did they? They sort of lived for about 9 months, and then Uncle Tom would strangle them, and that's really not much of a career when you boil it down. It's a bit restrictive. Good. So on that happy note, I'm going to move on to my secondary function again, which is introducing the act. So can we have some love and appreciation for the next act, please? Who I think is the wonderful Charmian Hughes.
Hi everybody, greetings. I'm wearing my Break the Internet dress where you go, is it green? Is it pink? Or am I on magic mushrooms? Name's Charmian. I'm so glad that Anthony got it right because I get called Charmaine so often. People make the choice to mispronounce my name, Charmaine. Completely different name. Charmian comes from the Greek word meaning little joy, and Charmaine comes from the French one meaning little tart. So glad that we're coming out of all this lockdown stuff. I probably told you this before, but I got trapped in New Zealand last March in the midst of their very strict lockdown. And some people say, Charmian, why did you even come home at all? By some people, I mean my sister. And I wanted to come home. I felt homesick because New Zealand, it's okay if you like the Channel Islands under Nazi occupation. But I needed to get back. So I'll just tell you what I've been doing recently. I actually managed to get out of London and spend a weekend in a National Trust property. I asked for National Trust membership for my mother once for Christmas. She gave me National Front membership. She was a bit like that. So we went for a National Trust cottage. I actually managed to get the kids to come so that we could have a family thing. And so we have my teenage son who's 23 and we have my daughter who's 25, and I promised them that I promised my son he could go home whenever he wanted, could leave whenever he wanted, and a bit like a mobile phone contract or a cult, which the family is, a jolly cult, isn't it? And my daughter agreed we'd do her yoga every morning. She's very intense about her yoga, but she's doing this new yoga, which is British military fitness yoga. Pretty hard, it is. The incense they burn, it smells of napalm, and the instructor just shouts at you, relax! And we have to do, salute to the 10 guns, salute to the sun, and anyway, all that kind of stuff. But even in the car going down for this weekend, everybody began to have an argument, and the young people, they argue about the possession of the water bottle. Who's got my water bottle? That's my water bottle. When did this water become an obsessive thing? In my day, if you became dehydrated, you had a nice hot cup of tea. But today, the youth, they are carrying around water tanks in a world of air, like we carry around water tanks, air tanks, oxygen tanks when we're underwater. Like in my day, you would only have a bottle of water if you were in an emergency situation, like climbing Everest or at a rave. Yeah, because both the lack of water or oxygen would give you hallucinations as you had the come down. Now you're thinking, Charmian, were you really at a rave? Yes, I was. I was at a rave. My friends had to have somebody to guard the handbags. And you're thinking, Charmian, have you ever climbed Everest? Yes, because mountaineers need somebody to guard the rucksacks. But it was so magical, our weekend in Norfolk. When I arrived, my children transformed because they're urban creatures. My son getting out of the car, have you seen the video of the bile bear? The bile bear that's been in his cage, and they let him out and his feet touch the grass for the first. That's why my son was like, his feet touching the grass. He bounded out shyly at first, then enthusiastically, then went shat in the woods. So we had a lovely time. Everything was like those videos. You're going on a boat to see the seals. It was like the video when the child has the corneal implant for the first time and can hear the sea. So that was all very lovely. So we did that. And one thing I've been thinking about, our great host been talking about old material, new material. When you're a comedian, all comedians say this, people love to tell you jokes. Taxi drivers tell you jokes, and comedians complain about this. I don't complain about that. I need jokes, and also they make me feel smug. When the taxi driver says, "Shall I tell you a joke?" I go, "Yeah, go on, tell it." And then as he's telling the joke, I go, because that was my formative experience when I was on stage with my sister in the front row. But it's not really bad for comedians. Imagine what it's like for dentists. My friend is a dentist. Before he was a dentist, I met him at a party. I quite fancied him, actually, and was chatting him up. He said he was a dentist, and I had this compulsive need at that point to open my mouth and ask him to look at my abscess. So that just kills all romantic tendencies, doesn't it? But apparently this happens to him all the time, and as a result, he's remained unmarried. So that's sad, but that's bad for him. Imagine what it's like for my friend who's a chiropodist. Oh, people at parties, fancies a woman, she gets her big smelly feet out, says, "Look at my verruca." But that's nothing compared with what it's like for my friend, the gynecologist. But actually, they managed to get married. Yeah, she's a lesbian. Maybe that was a bit off colour, but fuck it. Anyway, that's really all from me, and great to be back. Bye. Oh, I'm in Brighton for the Fringe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous.
What's your show called, Charmian?
Yes, what's it called?
My show is called Charmian Hughes, She, Immortal Horror Queen's Guide to Love. It's on at the Caroline of Brunswick at 7 o'clock at night on the 11th, the 12th and 13th of June. £5.
We will all be there.
Yeah.
Won't we, audience? Yes, we will. Oh, yes.
Hurry, because I've already sold 9 tickets over the 3 days. Oh, they're going fast.
They're going mad. They're going mad.
Ah, no.
All right. See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Charmian. No, she doesn't like being called Charmaine.
No.
Charmian Hughes. Charmian Hughes, ladies and gentlemen, doing all original material. Unlike, she could have done parodies. She could have done a parody.
Parodies.
A parody.
Who does
of
fucking parodies? It's just lazy.
unoriginal people doing parodies.
It's lazy.
Yes.
It's stealing other people's work.
It is. It's
being
like
lazy.
It's like musical paedophiles. You take somebody else's baby and you fuck around with it. It's not very good, is it?
No.
No.
So we're heading off to Parody Paradise Corner now.
Yeah. So we're going to give you an example of the kind of shit that you would hear if there was somebody on here doing parodies. In the gravy.
You'll find sausages and mash,
In the gravy.
maybe a little bit of ash.
In the gravy.
We make it just for you.
In the gravy.
Would you like one lump or two?
In the gravy.
Now here's a little tip.
In the gravy.
Just grab yourself a chip.
In the gravy.
You can dunk or you can dip.
In the gravy.
Then shove it between your lips.
We want stew. We want stew. We want stew and dumplings too. What do we want?
Stew and dumplings.
Where do we want it? In the gravy.
You'll find sausages and mash,
In the gravy.
maybe a little bit of ash.
In the gravy.
We make it just for two.
In the gravy.
I reckon that'll do.
That'll do.
That'll do.
That's the kind of shite you'll hear if you listen to say. Yeah, and you might even hear this kind of shite. Something where she moves
Why?
reminds me of her fucking mother.
Ooh.
Something where she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. Although she's a fucking cow. Ow, 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 ow.
I wake up to the sound of...
No, in the key.
I don't know what it is. I wake up to the sound of farting. Husband lying next to me, wheezing and snoring. Let me sleep. And in my hour of darkness, he is standing right in front of me. Now he's up sleepwalking. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Yeah, let me sleep. Just stop fucking breathing. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Yeah, let me sleep. Let me sleep. Just stop fucking breathing. Let me sleep.
That's why we don't do parodies.
Yeah.
What's happening? Oh, I know. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for 2 minutes of pattern math.
Here we go.
Hi, Sean.
Catherine, hello. And welcome to our many, many followers, currently 46, to 2 Mins with Pat and Math. Now, here's a question for you, Catherine.
Go on.
Dolphins, good or evil?
I mean, evil for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, because they sexually assault people, don't they?
they
You know,
they what?
yeah, they sexually assault people. So, you know, if you're like playing about on the beach, everyone thinks that sharks are the worst.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, because they get people on the beach, they kidnap them,
Yeah.
and then they take them back to their lair, assault people.
Just to clarify, you believe this as a fact?
I know it is a fact, Sean. It's horrendous.
Interesting. Funny you mentioned sharks, because I've always thought if the sea was the war,
Right.
then sharks would clearly be the Nazis,
Well, yeah, obviously.
but dolphins would be like the collaborators. And in a way, you know, saying, oh, there's a family of jellyfish hiding over there, send them off to the bad bit of the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that fish. Hurt him. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that fish has been out to the supermarket twice today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's sitting down, not exercising.
In the sea. Lock him up,
Yeah.
the dolphins would say.
Yeah. They're nasty, aren't they? Like someone punched a hole in an egg and threw it in the sea.
Oh, yeah. What a powerful image.
You can put Angus on instead.
Hang on. He's talking now. Hello,
Who
we're
is?
back. We are.
Who's talking?
We're back on. We're aliving.
Well, you never told me that, did you?
Well, that video just ended and you just started dribbling on.
Well, that's not very nice. Why don't we just say hello to Angus, because he's here. We can talk to him, and our special guest is on twice and he's fucked off. So, hello, Angus.
You're having some dinner.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm having some spaghetti.
Angus.
So you're saying you couldn't get in on Facebook then?
No, and I tried the link that you sent me.
Yeah.
And it took me to the Facebook page. It took me to the event page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
You can watch it.
That's where you can watch it live.
No, it didn't work.
I know, yeah. But I like dealing with old people. I love the way they struggle with technology.
But you have watched it before live, though, haven't you? So you know.
Yeah, but usually what I get is I get a little notification saying that Pear Shaped is live, and I just click on that. But I didn't get it.
Right. Right. That's a bit weird. Because our other guest is supposed to be here, but he's blank.
So you are our surprise guest. That's why we're getting you while you're eating your food. So
Anthony says it's not going out.
what's not going
We've got
out?
one person watching it. The live stream is not going out. for some
Isn't it?
reason.
Is anyone actually managing to watch it from Facebook?
There's supposedly one person. But it says we're live, but
Well, it is going out. It might look like it's not going out, but it is. Yeah.
it's supposed to be going out.
It just carries on. So let's
It is
pretend
now,
it's
he
going
says.
out.
No, he says it is now.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a glitch.
Who knows?
Yes.
Right, okay, we can cut this bit out later.
Yeah. So right, Angus is getting boring now. He's just got a mouthful of fucking food. So let's put his video on.
We're going to
Yeah,
put your
This is
video on.
really pretty good.
You're going to help it along with your video now.
When? Well, now.
Yeah, right
Yeah, we're
now,
going to
yeah.
put your video on in a
Yeah,
second.
but it's been very nice to talk to you, and
We
you
can
still
talk to you
haven't.
at the end again.
You still haven't found a hairbrush. He's got all these fucking brilliant publicity photographs, and he hasn't brushed his hair.
Oh, well,
Mm.
doesn't matter. He
you
doesn't have to
you
brush
did
his
do
hair.
your collar up though, but
I like the
that's all
spiky
right.
front of his hair. It looks fine.
Yeah, well,
Looks good.
I haven't actually brushed my hair for years. Seriously, for
told you.
many, many years.
Yeah.
You might explain it.
That's all
Yeah.
right. No
Is
worries.
that what was that?
Yeah,
Somebody
flaunt
just-
it, man.
Oh,
Look at
there's
that.
Jimbo.
Hang on a minute. Wait,
Whoa,
right,
Jimbo,
that's it.
yeah.
Hey, hello. Hello, Jimbo.
Oh,
You made it. huh?
Wait,
Oh,
yeah,
I've wasted a whole day
What,
because
trying
of
to
this.
get
I
on?
went to Fitzrovia because that's where the Pear Shaped is,
It used to be.
and I went there. And I keep. Is there an echo? I keep hearing myself twice.
you
It's
probably
only
got,
you.
Anyway,
probably
I
got
went to Fitzrovia. You tricked me. You told me that the show was on. I went to Fitzrovia. Had a meal then, and he said it's not on here. He said it's probably on the internet. So I rushed home, and I had a problem getting the, because I'm new to smartphones.
no.
I'm not as smart as this smartphone, but I managed it. I've got on.
You
Yeah.
got on twice.
Oh, what a day! And I'm not. I only came on to say hello to you, Brian, and you,
Thank you.
Krysstal, and
Anthony, that's
I forgot
Anthony.
everybody is. Andrew, of course, and
Anthony,
Al
not
Mandolino, and Alan.
Alan.
Alan's
Where is
not
it?
here.
He's a pear-shaped legend, audience legend. Is he there?
He's not here. No. He
Would he
can't
be
be
watching?
bothered.
He burnt out.
He might be.
Yeah. He watched
mean
it
it's
for
not-
about 3 months and he's just given up. He's probably
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Do you mean there's just the five of us now? Then is there?
And Angus Lindsay. Angus is
And
there.
Angus, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he
and,
coming back?
and we've got a couple of people in America.
Really?
Hey.
There's Angus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be disappointed.
I'm in bed.
And anybody else?
Well, are
Still,
we going to wait?
at least they didn't have to
Oh, Carl,
travel all the
bring
way to
Carl.
Fitzrovia.
There's Cole. We've got
Oh, yeah.
America. Do you remember Cole?
Yeah.
Hey,
Carl.
Haven't done any. There's a few more people there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Charmian.
recognize the lady.
Charmian.
Yes.
She's got a name.
Yes. Oh, the name's too small on here.
Is it? Oh,
Charmian.
yeah, of course.
We're all
need
going
to
to
turn your
freeze
phone
out.
sideways.
I know you.
Oh yeah,
I know you. And the gentleman in America. Yeah, are you in America? There's another guy.
Sound.
Wow,
Cole.
this is.
You're muted, Cole.
Yeah, well, I haven't done any
Muted.
comedy
Yes, I'm in
for
America.
what, for about
I'll be back.
Ever.
nearly 2 years now. Some people say it's more like 32 years. But anyway, I'm here, and yeah, this lockdown it's been hard. You know, it's been tough on me because I've been sheltered. I haven't been allowed to go out because I've got medical problems as well as age, and but so I've been going out early in the morning before everybody get. Oh, tell me when have I finished?
You're right,
Tell me when I'm finished.
All right.
I've been going out. I've been going out jogging in well. There's this running track near where I live, so I've been going there. I've been going there early in the morning before anybody gets out, and yeah, I tell you what's been worrying me. I didn't think I was going to make it through this COVID because a lot of my friends, well, not friends, their acquaintances, have been dropping like there's no tomorrow.
Right. Well, there isn't.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Like no tomorrow, and so I was thinking. Has anybody here had COVID, by the way? Anybody?
No. Don't think so.
Put your hand up if you had COVID.
Angus has.
Angus, you had it? Yeah?
I had
10
it.
times?
Oh, not.
Well, I thought maybe I might get it, but what happened was, it's really, because I've lost, I mean, a lot of people, as I said, I've lost a lot of friends about it, and the only good thing, I've been looking at the bright side. I've been trying to look at the bright side. There's going to be plenty of room in care homes for me, so no problem there. And but it's not as bad, is it? It's not, because it's old people that's been copping this COVID, and I lost my grandparents to it. 1918, Spanish flu. Worse than this one. Worse. It was between 50 million and 100 million people died in that one. And I was thinking, who did the counting? Yeah, not exactly a small difference, is there?
No. Have you got
and we asked the guy.
Yeah.
And he said,
I've got my paper.
He said, I've definitely counted 50 million. He said, but there could be double that. He said, because a lot of the people refuse to bring out their dead. Well, you would, wouldn't you? You would. If you got a garden, you'd put them in the garden, wouldn't you? You wouldn't pay, would you, for a burial in a cemetery, and then every weekend have to go there to put fresh flowers, new ornaments to keep up with the Joneses, would you? So,
right.
I think that's
That's it.
That's about 5 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's just like the
About 5
old
minutes.
days.
I mean, I could go on.
I know you could. Shut up.
Could go on. But I don't want to nick anybody else's time because I've always been accused of that.
Yeah,
stealing other people's time.
Shut up. Fucking mute him. Mute him. Go on.
As I say, that was this guy.
Go on. Mute him.
This guy. As I said, I was going.
You're muted now.
Yeah, you're muted. You just keep going. You keep going. We'll be all right. Anthony, where's Anthony?
I've just taken him out.
Well, you've got to put him in.
Because we've got.
Anthony is introducing the next bit.
Oh, okay.
He's introducing. Look, Mr. M. Right. Where is he?
Right.
There's
Right.
Anthony.
Yeah.
He's going to introduce a bit of music, but he's going to bring us, get rid of all that laughter and shit, We don't have that on here.
Yeah.
We don't have people laughing and joking
No.
and making fun of us.
Just imagine it's the Black Death and a quarter of the world's population.
Oh, God, man.
And then you'll get into the atmosphere that we're trying to create here. And as Boris said, think of the bodies. Boris said, let the bodies pile high in their thousands. And I don't believe he said that. Because that's only 8 words. That's not Boris, is it? Boris would be like, the human remains were piled in an enormous stack, like millions of so-called Latin word, Greek reference, historical Latin. So Al Mandolino is going to play us a tune now.
Sure, yeah.
No, we got Angus first.
Angus.
Yes, yeah.
Here we go.
Right.
Angus.
Hello, pear-shaped darlings. My name is Angus Lindsay, and I am a... That's a really good question. What am I tonight? I'm a writer. And I've been very, very busy over the last year. I have written a screenplay, and it's based on a news article I read a few years ago about how snails in Chernobyl have been growing very large and a lot more aggressive, and so this gave me an idea for this sort of action adventure CGI epic. So I thought what I'd do is, rather than just read the entire script, which might be more fun than a pear-shaped gig. Sorry, Brian. And how many have we got tonight? We're in double figures. Hello, Ava. How are you doing? And maybe 1 or 2 comics. So anyway, enough of that. I'm sorry. This is the only place that'll give me a gig. Right. Okay, where were we? Right, so what I've done is, rather than just read bits of the script, I have written a little trailer. So I'm going to read you what I wrote for the trailer, and then I'm going to try and blank out my camera and do some fancy editing in iMovie. Mind you, it is 4:45, and I think the gig starts in about 3 hours. So I'm being very slack, very, very late. Sorry, Brian and Krysstal. Okay, right. So I'll do it now. Basically, I'm just playing for time because Brian said, "Can you do 5 minutes?" And I haven't got 5 minutes. We tried to make a little film in Sussex. We've just been on holiday in a yurt, and it was wonderful, but it did rain all the time. We tried to pretend that we were in the Himalayas, and with me and my son El Magnifico, and it was just there are a beautiful, very, very touching and very moving moments in it, but I couldn't get everything uploaded in time, and I had problems with my iCloud storage. So, that is really it's not funny, it's not even constructed in a way that there's any kind of setup and punch, but hopefully the next bit will be worth it. Okay, here we go. Right. This isn't part of it. I'll edit this bit out. I'm actually singing a little bit of the Style Council. Do you remember the Style Council? Yeah. Anyway, very, very good. So, Right, here we go. So imagine, okay, so you're sitting in a darkened cinema, and the trailer voice comes on, which I'll try and replicate with some epic kind of music. Think John Williams. They came from Chernobyl. They were very large and very cross. For revenge against centuries of culinary violence, they decide to invade France. Cut to an army of snails sliming across the Siberian desert. I don't want to say this in front of the men, but we've been traveling for 3 months and we've only gone 5 meters. This is too fucking slow, Yuri. And then we cut to some French people. Sacre bleu! It's those giant killer snails! We're gonna get out of here! At some point, I suppose we could make some coffee, book some theater tickets, let's even go to the Edinburgh Festival for a few days. They'll be here in like a week. The slow-paced thriller, L'escargot Killers. The slow, but deadly. Coming to a screen near you soon. Ish. Anyway, that's actually, yeah, that's it. I would go and see this movie. I'm gonna try and get funding, and it's gonna be fabulous. And so that's all I've got. I love you, Pear Shaped. I love you, Brian. I love you, Krysstal. I love you, Anthony and Al and Ava. And you keep on going. Okay, let's get together in the flesh and touch each other. Mwah. Ugh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We love you, Angus.
the one and only Angus Lindsay, fucking loving everybody. Ah, what a loving. La 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 la. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a clue. It's time for some beautiful music.
Right, yes.
Don't. Wait. You can't start fucking diddling around and making stupid noises until I introduce you. Then you do. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Hal Mandolino. See? That's professional.
Oh, it's good, that one. Modulation there.
How would you like it if I spoke all over your bit when you're doing your bit and introducing your song? You wouldn't like that, would you?
Well, you might have an opinion about what I'm going to say now. So this week's challenge for the copyright police. Here we go. Let's see if we get a copyright strike on this one, but I doubt it, because the tune I'm going to do this week was recorded by a Peruvian songwriter. It was written in 1913 and copyrighted in 1933. And then was forgotten about. Just about it. But apparently now, and you can check this up on Wikipedia and things, there's been 4,000 versions of this tune recorded. Yeah, it's part of a play. It was originally. It was performed as part of an opera and is recognised now as part of the cultural heritage of Peru, because it contains original concepts of music to strengthen cultural identity. But what's interesting was that in the 60s there was an American folk singer had a band called Los Incas, and he was a charango player. Now then, and he copyrighted it. And he copyrighted it because he added 2 notes to the tune, and he reckoned that was enough that he could claim it and copyright it, yeah? He was a charango player. Now, a charango is made from the dried shell of a dead armadillo. And so the moral of this tale, I'll just fling it in before I start the music, is don't trust anyone who plays a dead armadillo. I mean, that's beyond banjo, that, innit? Dead armadillo. What sort of instrument's that, yeah? Anyway, This charango player copyrighted it and received royalties. And his first royalty check when an up-and-coming folk singer had a hit album with it. His first royalty check he received, he was able to buy a flat in Manhattan and a yacht. But there's a happy ending to it because after there was a very friendly copyright lawsuit between a certain Paul Simon and the family of the original composer.
Put her on screen.
And the undisputed authorship of the Peruvian composer was re-established, and 100 years after it was written, El Conde Pasa is now in the public domain. So we're safe to do this one, yes? So I want some joining in on this one. This is about the flight of the Condor, yeah? I need a D-7 chord in flamenco style, Ryan.
D-7.
I'm going to, that's the stuff, yeah? But flamenco-ish, you know, atmospheric. I'm going to add some reverb at my end, yeah? Right? And I'll just turn the reverb down a bit here. A couple of notes to get that Andean ambience. Panpipes, perhaps? Right, here we go. Come on, flamenco, D minor, with the 7th.
Here we go. Can you hear me now?
I'd rather be a lover than you.
I want
to hear you.
Yes, I will.
There we go. And did you notice the extra note that I put into that one there? That was a fantastic clam.
Yeah,
that one,
we
wasn't
did.
it? Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That was fucking classic. That.
Do you know what I like is when you do a tune and the intro is 5 times as long as the fucking tune. That's what I like.
It'll
But
pad
to
it
me,
out a bit, innit?
that is quality.
Yeah.
When we were in Australia, we were at a folk festival, and there was a lady there who said, "I'd like to sing you a song about a young girl who ran away with the circus and got married to a strong man, and had a terrible life, and she died in the end." And she sang, she ran away with the circus and she married to a strong man and then she died in the end. So she sang the introduction after she'd given us the introduction. So that was very nice, Al.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. There was too much delay on that, though.
Too much to do. Well,
speaking as an artist, as a musician,
it's supposed to be ambient, you know, up in the hills, you know.
I know,
Machu
not
Picchu,
fucking,
you know, not that.
Yeah. Even up
Flight
there,
of the Condor.
Much
The Condor.
echo. You wouldn't have that much echo in St Paul's Cathedral.
Well, it's comedy, isn't it? I mean, you know, you got.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, that's Anthony.
Well,
Anthony's.
I think you've caused enough trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Miller. Do you want to unmute, Anthony?
Yes, I am unmuted now.
Okay.
Yeah. That was Al causing trouble. Al was trying to start the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. I heard on the news they said because they always try and find a way of not saying what it's about, and they came up with a brilliant phrase. Well, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is notoriously asymmetrical. So I don't know what that means. What an asymmetrical concept. And then I thought, well, what is asymmetrical? And I thought, it's Picasso. So it's like Weeping Woman. And then I thought, oh no, it's German.
Jimbo Beckham.
So there we are. Yes.
How did we get from Peru to
I know,
Peru
I don't want him
to
in.
Palestine?
On the stream.
I was how we got there is I just write stuff down to say and then say it with some kind of pretense it's got anything to do with what's going on, which is a trick that you learn in comedy, because otherwise I'd be doing bits of my set and people would die of old age because it's so old. And I don't know how many times I can do it over again on the same gig without ever. That's the whole point of doing your own gig, is it forces you to come up with new material, because you can't just keep doing set every time, because otherwise you lose everyone. You become like Keir Starmer, just terrible. Anyway, he is just terrible. He's just so flat. He voted against the animal sentience bill because it only covers animals with backbones, and that excludes him. So let's move on. So these are jokes I have written out. They may not be relevant or connected to anything else that's going on, but they are new jokes I have written. Okay, so let's move on to the next section of the show, which will be Cole Parker's LA report from Cole Parker in LA.
Hello, everyone. This is Cole Parker live in Los Angeles for Pear Shaped in Dystopia, and I'm not happy this week. I'm not in a good mood because lockdown's ending, and I'm just going to miss it. I am. You can feel it. Like, people are starting to go out. The world's getting back to how it was, and I miss it. There's going to be no more mouthing swear words at people to their face behind your mask in public anymore because you're no longer wearing a mask. Can't do that anymore. No more abusive ventriloquisms, in supermarkets, getting young children in trouble with their parents. Can't do that anymore. Well, that's going to end. I've got to go back to work. At the moment, the American government giving me and my missus $5,000 a month, to do fuck all. But now all of a sudden, I've got to go out and work for my life again. And I don't think that's fair. I've got to go back on cruise ship. I mean, everybody's been on a cruise ship, right? But this is the most preposterous idea ever. A cruise ship, they get 3,000 morbidly obese people. They take them out to international waters and they fucking feed them. They just shove food down their face 24/7 for a fucking week. Could you imagine doing that with anyone else with an addiction? Imagine somebody had a severe heroin addiction and you took them out on a ship, a load of other heroin addicts, took them out in international waters and just made them shoot up a shitload of horse. It just sounds a bit sick to me, and also it means, because it's ending, I've got to go home. It means I can travel again. I've got to go and see my fucking family again, haven't I? And my family are difficult. My family are difficult. Last time I went out drinking with my dad, I was with my dad in a bar. He's in his 70s. Someone asked my dad, they said, Norman, have you got any great-grandchildren? My dad said, nah, well, mine are mediocre. That's the kind of family I'm living with. That's what I have to go back and see. All in Newcastle as well. I've got to go up there and pretend I can speak unemployed again. I've forgotten how to fucking do that. And I've got an aunt. Every time I see this aunt, she always hits on me. She terrifies me. Ever since I was a little kid, she's always hit on me. When I go back home, I know it's going to happen again. Last time I had an uncle die about 5 years ago. I flew home for the funeral, and at the wake, about 3 hours into the wake, she cornered me. She had about 3 bottles of wine. She's got me in a corner. She's like, Cole. If I was 15 years younger. I said, yeah. If you were 15 years younger, you'd still be 15 years older than me, and we'd still be related. So, no, I'm not in a good mood. I'm not happy about talking about LA this week and how it's all getting back online. I'm pleased that people are refusing to be vaccinated. I think that's a good thing. That's natural selection right there, because who's it going to affect? The stupid people that don't want to get vaccinated. So, see you later. I'm fine with that, totally. But I'm just going to miss everything else. And I leave you with this. Of all the things I've noticed over a year as a comedian, we notice things as part of our observational comedy. And I've done fuck all, right? I haven't even taken anything in. I haven't noticed a fucking thing. The only thing I want to know is, having binge-watched so much TV, why are superheroes always so good-looking? Why? Doesn't make sense. Why? Wonder Woman is a classic example. The new woman, if you were a master criminal and you're sitting in your lair counting your ill-gotten gains, and all of a sudden one of your acolytes suddenly yells out that Wonder Woman's at the door, what would worry you more? A 350-pound, facially scarred, muscular woman with Trump tattoos and a period temper. Or a super hot yoga pixie with an allergy to carbs singing John Lennon. I just don't think DC Comics have thought it through. That's all I'm saying. I'm about to lose $5 grand. I'm in a bad fucking mood. This is Cole Parker, live in LA for Dystopia. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cole Parker, our man in LA, looking after America for us. Looking after America for us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we pointed out one thing I've noticed as a comedian. I notice things. That's as Cole was saying. That's what we do.
I don't.
We just notice that. You don't notice anything.
I don't notice.
No, you only notice something if I go, oh look, there's something over there, and you go, oh yeah.
I
didn't
just notice
that.
when you leave the lights on or the doors open.
You notice, I know, yeah. Or if I don't like the candle after I've had a shit,
Yeah,
you
I
notice
that.
little things like that, don't you?
Yeah.
But one thing I have noticed is that these people doing fucking parodies, fucking bastards. That'll do. That's my humorous bit there. That's the punchline to that bit.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, bastards. Here's something original, right? We were so inspired by slagging off parodiists that we came up with a beautiful song.
A new song that we don't know.
Yeah, beautiful song. We don't know this yet. It hasn't got a tune yet. It hasn't got it hasn't got anything. It's got words, but that's. It could be in a minor key, could be in a major key. We don't know yet because we haven't decided.
No. You really dropped me in it. You really rather have. You've gone and dropped me in it. Now my life's gone down the labs. I don't know what you're thinking when you took that microphone. Revealed my sordid secrets, left me feeling rather prone. Now the press are in my driveway, blackmailers at my door, because my petty little cousin tried to settle an old score. You really dropped me in it, you really rather did. You really dropped me in it, and now you've gone and hid. You've always been so jealous of our house and our success. You've never let it go that I ruined your best dress. Now it's out of all proportion as I flee across the land. Can I help it if your little life is tedious and bland?
You really dropped me in it, exactly what you've done. You really dropped me in it, and now I'm on the run.
I've gone incognito, you won't see me anymore.
No.
I've had to leave the country, it's such a bloody bore. Now let's hope when it's all over, I can live my life again. If I ever see your stupid face, I'll throw you off the train.
You really dropped me in it, you really rather have.
You really dropped me in it, now my life's gone down the lab.
You really dropped me in it, you've done it once again.
Shove me down the toilet and pull the bloody chain.
That'll do, won't it?
Well, it's something, isn't it?
That'll do.
I don't know what it means or what it's about.
It's
but
not a song. It could be a poem. It could be a poem, actually. You really dropped me in it. Oh, that's all right, isn't it? So,
anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, a surprise guest. Another surprise guest. We've had two surprise guests this evening, and this is one of them. I won't tell you who it is. You just have to wait and see. Do you want me to tell you?
We have a special of the house rabbit and pigeon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, excuse me, Billy. Now nothing from Mr. Bean.
God, come on, Ivan, do something. Stop just relying on your jacket.
What can I do?
I don't know.
I mean, what? Do a funny walk. I don't know what to do.
Well, do it. They're all disappointed in you. Don't break anything.
That sort of thing.
Well, go on. The looks on their faces. Nobody thinks it's terribly funny.
Sorry. Sorry, Riley. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. Wrong country. Bye.
Put us down, Ivan. Be careful.
Wow, yeah.
How do you like it?
Is it very, very expensive? These very, very old wines.
Yes, about 25 years ago.
Oh.
We love Italy. It's wonderful.
How much are these bottles?
This 28.
Oh God, don't want anything else.
Do you like
No, we want cheap,
about
cheap.
10.
white or red?
White,
Red,
cheap.
Red.
Red.
About 10.
10 euro?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
You know, everything.
Going. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
Mr. Miller.
White or red? Cheap. Oh, yeah. Well, that was unusual and different. Yeah. Oh, well, it's reaching the climax of the evening now, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. As people get older, you just discover more. I think in 25 years' time, we'll probably discover that Oprah tricked Prince Harry, and then, but it'll be too late then. He died in mysterious circumstances. Which I think I'll put the next act on, Brian, because I think that's my major function at this point. So who is that? Because we've had Cole Parker.
It's Robert White.
It's
Robert White. Robert White. Yes.
These days life's an ask for an old puff, it's just depressing. But there's a way to smile today, just laugh and count your blessings. I've got no job, no money left, just laugh. I've got so much time to feel depressed. My auntie's ill and I'm really upset, just laugh. In her will I get her silver tea set. Diarrhea or piles, just laugh. You can decorate the bath mat, vomit in your head in your sleep. Just laugh. Imagine it's a hat. So while the world keeps messing, I just laugh and count my blessings. And the reason that I smile's not accidental. Do I laugh because I'm happy? No, because I'm mental.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Robert White, followed by the headline act of the evening, what we're having here this evening here in the wonderful land of Dystopia, all the way from America, Mr. Sean McBride. Thank you.
You need to unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself. Okay.
I just realized my executive producer, Cole Parker, just alerted me that I do. Yeah, yes, Krysstal, you're absolutely right. I had to unmute myself. You'll have to forgive me. When Cole sold this whole project to me, he said that it was going to be a live show broadcast out of your London correspondent studio on what you said was the most popular channel in the BBC 4. This is going to be going out live on BBC 4, but we're no. Apparently, BBC 4 got canceled, and we're just I guess on Facebook. Maybe.
Everybody.
I know we were.
I have to add them to the stream, and then they come.
Possibly, yes, Krysstal, yeah, great call. Yes, we should absolutely get Zuckerberg and friends on the stream, because my favorite part about this was beyond getting to come work here at Cole's studio. Here in the States, we just call this a 2-bedroom apartment or flat. Right, that's right, flats. We just celebrated tea time. But so many friends, familiar faces. I was elated when I saw that Charmian was on here. I love Charmian, and she actually just celebrated her 25th wedding anniversary. So happy anniversary, Charmian. And then she also revealed on there that she's got a 23-year-old child and a 25-year-old child, which I'm not a mathematician, but seems like you got that one just in on time under the watchful close eye of God. So well done on that one, Charmian. And then Jimbo on here. My God, Jimbo, I haven't seen. This guy Cole's just been following me, Jimbo. I actually have not performed stand-up for about 15 years. I was an open micer, and I got up on stage, and I regret to inform you, I performed all of Chris Rock's material from his Bigger and Blacker special. The one about, you got to give Dad the big piece of chicken. And then Jimbo got up there and then proceeded to do all of Chris Rock's material, but only of me doing it. And it was a lot funnier than I was. And so I proceeded to crawl into a hole, only to recently reemerge thanks to Cole's coaxing. And here I am making my triumphant return to comedy on the Pear Shaped in Dystopia. Thank God. Executive producer Cole, he couldn't quite turn off the mute button, but he did have the bowl all ready to go. Thank you, Cole. Thank you. I wasn't planning on being so formal for this, but in the American way, I struck oil before coming over here. So that's the big thing, Brian. This is actually my retirement show. I don't have to do this shit anymore. So that's great. That's great stuff, Cole. Great stuff. I got a bone to pick. I'll be honest with you. This seems the perfect time to bring it up. Last time I was in Big Brother England, because I'm from Massachusetts, New England, as we like to call it. I made the mistake of I landed all the way out at Heathrow Airport, and that wasn't the mistake. That was fine. My issue was I made the mistake of, after landing, I stopped at the first station offering for me to buy a train ticket to get into London, and I paid, which was the equivalent of 150 American dollars. Whatever that translates into rubles. And then as I continued walking down the ramp and getting further and closer to the actual airport, I was noticing the same setup selling the train tickets, but as I kept going closer, they got cheaper. Which is forcing me to ask Brian and Krysstal, is that just the dumbass American price?
Yeah.
How much money are you're supposed to be family, and you're just stealing my lunch money, okay? I could barely afford a kebab after that train ticket. And then this is the worst part. I'm on the city mapper because I didn't have Cole there to lead me along. All he could do is put me in touch with Jeff Whiting, who still isn't returning any of my emails, by the way. That was all Cole was good for. And instead, I'm relying on the city because they won't let him back in, apparently. He's got some paperwork issues. We're working it out. I had to write something for him. But anyway, I buy the $150 train ticket, and then my city mapper, it takes me in, and it says I got to walk like a mile to the city to get onto a bus to take it to where I was going and where I was staying. And I get on the bus stops, the bus driver comes and says, I need to see your ticket. So I hand him my $150 train ticket and got kicked off the fucking bus. In the rain.
Yeah.
Because it's always raining out there. It's always raining. I was actually a lovely trip that I had, my one trip across the pond. The other experience I had, because my name is Sean Sullivan McBride, so I got the Irish Scottish going on a little bit, right? And I realize y'all think of us as second-class citizens out there. Yeah, I know that. I know the history, okay? I know how it goes. And I saw this because when I was going through customs in Dublin, I saw the anger and the rage in the customs agents in Dublin towards the English. Not kidding. I'm waiting in line to go through customs after driving out or flying out from Los Angeles. You can't drive, Cole. Can't do it. You gotta take a flight for that one. Amelia Earhart tried to drive, and that didn't work out too well for her. But I flew on Ethiopia Airlines. And got out there, landed. I'm talking to this girl who's ahead of me in line. Her name was Annie Williams, and it was a great conversation because her and I were both kind of getting back to our roots. She was spending a couple days in Dublin before going to London. I was spending a couple days in Dublin before going to Berlin and then to London. But anyway, we're talking, and she's really excited about the second leg of her trip, getting out there. But it gets to be her turn to go through customs in Dublin when the customs agent, who is Irish, he reads her name on her passport, and immediately his entire demeanor changed. He started judging her, profiling her for being English. I'm not even kidding. He's just looking at it, just like, what is your business in Ireland, Miss Williams? Where you staying? Who you staying with? Do you drink? Do you do drugs? Let me ask you, how English are you? Without missing a beat, Annie says, oh, my grandparents were from London. They pull her out of line to a separate room for further questioning. I never saw Annie's ass again. Brian, Krysstal, for all I know, she may still be in that airport holding cell. Why the fuck aren't we marching? Hashtag justice for Annie. Gets to be my turn to go through. I'm scared shitless at this point, okay? I've never seen white on white crime in my life. I live in the States, okay? I had no idea this Irish English shit, like you thought Israel-Palestine was bad? Fuck that, right? Gets to be my turn to go up. I'm a nervous wreck thinking like, what the hell did I just watch? I hand the guy my passport. He looks at it, reads my name. He's like, oh, Sean Sullivan McBride. What is your business here in Ireland there, laddie? And I was like, I told him the truth. I was like, I'm going drinking with my cousins. No joke, Brian. He looks at it, he goes, well, certainly don't want your pint to get warm. Welcome home. Never did figure out what happened to Annie. But I was hoping maybe or Brian maybe could write the consulate over there, send him an email. I'd love to check on her. This is just my first opportunity to kind of have access to anyone that might have their ear. I brought this up with Cole a while ago, but I mean, he couldn't even deliver a proper studio for this. You'd be surprised how much more blown out this shot would be if we opened up those lines. But that's where we're at. I will say my favorite part of my whole trip, the one time I did get to actually go out and spend some time across the pond, as we Americans like to say it. I felt so bad. I was in a rush getting over here. I wanted to get some of those red plastic cups to make this even more American than I have. But I went to Berlin, and Berlin's a very cool city. And my favorite part about being in Berlin was as soon as I landed, I went on the TripAdvisor app, and the top thing listed on there was how to buy marijuana in Berlin. And it was great. And they're so efficient with everything they do in Germany. So I'm reading this, and the instructions read like something Liam Neeson would have said in Taken, just like, step 1, go to Gorlitzer Park. As soon as you walk through the front gates, you'll be approached by several drug dealers. Step 2, avoid those blokes. Go to the back of the park where you will run into a more sensible drug dealer. He will point you in the right direction of his business associate who is hiding in the bushes. Give him 30 euros. He will give you the marijuana. You then put it in your pocket, exit the park, and put it in the air. And that is exactly what I did. And I'm looking forward to doing that here as soon as I get up here. Thank you so much, Brian. Krysstal, Charmian, Jimbo, everybody. I've had a lovely, lovely time on your show.
Nice to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lovely seeing you too.
Sean McBride. Thank you, Sean. That was brilliant. Thank you. That was great. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed a rather nice episode of Pear Shaped in Dystopia. I don't know if anybody's fucking watching it, but it doesn't matter. Fucking who cares?
Well,
it don't matter where. What? Doesn't matter whether it was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
I even enjoyed you going on a bit too fucking long, Al. I think your tunes are about 2 minutes, and your introductions are about fucking 25 minutes.
Well, I'm working on my act, aren't I? You know.
I know.
He's
all right.
not prone to exaggeration or anything, are you?
No, I don't exaggerate. What was it I said today? That Dominic Cummings,
So
he
200,000.
said 800,000 million people had died because Boris was a cunt, and she said, no, it's not quite that much.
It's about 10,000.
Yeah, she didn't argue about Boris not being a cunt.
No,
but
it's just the amount of people.
it's,
Right, roll call.
Roll call, ladies and gentlemen, roll call. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first act that you saw was Robert White. Robert White. That was him. There you go. That's good, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, you know who Robert White is, don't you? And he was followed by the fabulous Charmian Hughes, ladies and gentlemen. Charmian Hughes. Hey, Charmian, I prefer that backdrop to the one that you took down.
I got my washing. I was trying to have my washing.
I was. All right. I like that. That's nice. That's homely. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
You remember that expression?
Very intellectual.
Homely and
Intellectual.
it looks like someone who has a life.
You've got to get through the roll call before you do the green room
All right.
discussion.
Sorry about that. Sorry, Sean.
People waiting.
Yeah, sorry. It's a good job I got you here
It's
to
a good job you
fucking
got me.
nag me all the time.
Yeah.
It's good.
Let's do the roll call and then we can have a chat.
Charmian Hughes, the fabulous Charmian Hughes, and she was followed by 2 minutes of pattern math. Yes? Right, that's it. Whenever it do. Yep, pattern math. I fucking hate double amps, I don't know.
Jimbo's gone again.
But yeah, Jimbo's gone again.
Keeps coming and going.
Yeah, and Jimbo has been in and out fucking all night because it's quite difficult trying to figure out how an iPhone works. So that's why we were looking at the top of his head most of the time.
He's doing the equivalent of climbing out a window, isn't he?
He's climbing out the window, yeah. I'm climbing out the window. That was the very first time I saw him. He fucking climbed out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
If he comes back, we'll add him in, but he's just disappeared again.
Let him climb back in the window. Yeah. And not only did he climb out the window,
There he is.
Jimbo. Hello, Jimbo. Can you hear us? Hello.
Can't hear me.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. I'm just telling them. First time
Thumbs up
I
if
saw
you can hear me.
Oh, God, yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
I can't hear a thing. I don't know. I haven't done anything for ages now.
Right.
And the funny thing is
what?
That I'm going deaf. So a couple of days ago, I went to Boots to have my hearing tested.
Yeah.
And they put the instruments in my ear.
Yeah.
And they said, this is no good because we can't perform. We can't do this because your ear's completely blocked with wax. So it was me thinking I was going deaf. Just the wax. Oh, what a time. I tell you what, one good thing I've liked about this COVID thing is
Jimbo, I haven't finished the roll. I'm doing the roll call. I haven't finished
hear
it.
you.
It's going to go on
I've
for
just
fucking
muted him.
ages. Yeah, it's all right. We've muted Jimbo. Until he gets his hearing back. Yeah, so, all right, that was Jimbo. Yeah, we would be here all fucking night if we're waiting for him to be over
Finish
here.
your sentence.
And then we had another awkward bastard, Angus Lindsay, ladies and Angus Lindsay. He's gone. Fuck him. It was great. It was good. He came on, he ate his food, he sent the video, thank fuck, otherwise we would have just had him eating his fucking dinner. So it was alright. So that was Angus Lindsay, and that was followed by our Mandolino, who went on for fucking hours about what his little tune, yeah. I'd rather have a hammer than a nail, yeah. And that wasn't D minor, that was something else, because I played in D minor and it didn't sound anything like playing D minor.
It's a D minor.
I'd rather be a hammer than a nail.
There you go.
Yes, I would. Yeah, you weren't playing in D minor.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Oh, come
You
on.
only think you know how to play the
Right,
mandolin.
carry on with the roll call.
All right, anyway, next. Ladies and gentlemen, we had our man Mr. Cole Parker. Cole Parker. Cole Parker, the fabulous Cole Parker.
Hello,
Yeah.
Jimbo.
He can't hear you. His ears are
Can
full
you
of
hear
fucking
me?
wax.
Oh, so many memories of Jimbo's genius.
Can you hear me now?
Yay!
Thumbs up.
Yes.
We can
Thumbs
hear
up.
you.
If you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, yes.
Can you
I
hear
can't
us?
Can't hear a thing. Yeah, I tell you what, though, that what I've liked about this lockdown is that I've been able to learn about how to use a smartphone. This is the first smartphone I've ever
Mute
had.
him. Quick, right, mute him. Right, okay. Right, that's what Jimbo likes about the lockdown. So we're putting back on the... I want to get him to take... If I get him to take his headphones off, maybe he can hear. All right. So, that was Jimbo. Fuck me, we're still right at the beginning. Followed by Angus Lynn, Al Mandolino, Cole Parker, and then Ivan Stewart showed up. And what's he doing? He's having a fucking Italian meal. That's
In Italy.
That's entertainment. So anyway, it took me hours to get Ivan just to do that. So with these old people, it's trying to explain to them how computers work. You know, I have to start. I have to say to them, no, the mouse, you click and drag, and they go, what does that mean? Oh, fuck me. So
Just unmuted it. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
We want you to be muted.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Holy fuck. I still can't hear anybody.
Oh, right. Mute him again. Mute him again.
Okay, and then
So that's
Sean.
it. We got
Oh, you're muting me again.
Yeah,
I'm here.
shut up for a minute.
We'll come
Back in again. Am I in again?
Take the fucking headphones off.
What?
Right. So, and then we had Robert.
No.
Did we have Robert White? We did
Yeah,
have
we
Robert.
had
Yeah, another Robert.
Ignore him.
Can you hear me?
Just keep fucking
Thumbs up
muting
if you
him.
can hear me.
No. Keep muting him. Every time he speaks, mute him. Right, Robert White. Otherwise, we're never going to get there. And then we had our headline act of the evening, Mr. Sean McBride. Sean McBride. Yes.
He's taking his shirt off.
He's
gone all casual.
Like a stand-up comedian. Oh. And he's not only he's not only American, he's Irish as well. And what could be better than that?
He's had 3 changes of clothes, isn't it?
Huh?
He's managed to do 3 changes of clothes live on air.
Spider-Man now.
He made an effort.
That's so Hollywood, that, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. Very, very Hollywood.
What happened after that?
That was it.
All right, outro. Outro, and then we can just have a chat, and Jimbo can talk all he likes, whether he can fucking hear anything or not.
Where's the outro?
Right, outro. Yeah.
Did you say it's in Dystopia?
Yeah, that's right.
Where the hell is Dystopia?
Well,
I wonder. I know where Fitzrovia is.
Yes.
used to be a comedy club there called Pear Shaped in Fitzrovia.
Yes. Well, if you'd let me get a word in edgeways.
Pear Shaped is just a favour to come in, and we hope that you'll be coming back again to Pear Shaped in Dystopia every Wednesday night at 8:30. Every Wednesday night at 8:30.
That'll do.
Oh, that's so
Christ.
Oh, right. Okay.
Where's Anthony gone?
Huh?
I don't know.
Anthony's disappeared now.
He's probably gone round to take Jimbo's headphones off.
Oh, Jimbo, that was a real
Am I on again?
Right.
Yeah.
Jimbo.
Am I on?
Jimbo.
He can't
I've
hear
got something to tell you.
Yeah. This smartphone actually was nearly the death of me, because what happened was I didn't know how to use it when I bought it. Right? So my young mate who lives next door decided to show me I asked him if he'd show me how to use it. Now, I was running a big risk because he doesn't believe in coronavirus. He's a non-believer because he's Bulgarian, and he reckons that, like in Bulgaria, if the doctor puts coronavirus on the death certificate, they get money in their pocket. I said that doesn't happen here, and he thinks it happens here, so he doesn't believe in it. So what I'm worried about, he's the only one that comes in my house, and he's the only one that could pass on coronavirus to me. So, so this phone could have killed me just because I wanted to learn how to use the phone, and he might have coronavirus. I don't know. So that's it. So Wednesday, I thought the show had finished. I heard the music.
It has finished.
Is it still going on? Am I still on?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Thumbs up if you can still hear me.
Oh, we can hear you, but
We
you
can
can't
hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Can you
Right,
hear
okay.
us?
So,
Okay.
Shut up.
Take.
as I
your
was saying,
headphones off.
I was going out around this running track, and
Oh, let's mute him for a minute.
Yeah.
We'll never get a word in edgeways. Fuck me. We need to send him a text or something to say.
I'll phone him. I'll say, shut up, you cunt.
Phone him.
Spoiling our show.
And if you're having a chat and it's only one way,
You're muted, Cole.
Yeah, you can be our Judge Judy.
Oh, this is fine. Oh, listen, I've got some. You know, I was telling Dawn about Jimbo. Like,
thumbs up, Al.
One of the most seen in my life.
Thumbs up if you can. All right. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean carry on, Jimbo. Just because we have the ability, our hearing functions are intact. That doesn't mean leave the gap.
Ow.
That was really great, everyone. I'm going to go off now.
Okay, thanks, Charmian.
Great to see you, Cole.
Oh, you off?
Yeah, I'm going to go off now.
Good luck with your show.
I've got a bit cold. I need a
can't
card.
hear anybody.
Shut up.
Shut up, Jimbo. Please.
I need a cardy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice to see you, Sean.
Nice and great stuff, Sean. Lovely to see Sean. Well, you're going to have a party now.
I don't know. We're going to hang out and do some writing, and then he's going to go and record some stuff. He's a busy boy. He's got loads of sort of like producing and recording contracts. He's a very successful, talented man.
Brilliant, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Charmian.
Thank
Good
you,
luck.
Charmian.
Before we out at all. How do I leave? How do I leave?
I'll remove you.
Hey. Yeah, but Charmian, you're on now, aren't you?
No, she's just gone.
Oh my God, it's a chat, Jimbo. For fuck's sake. We're all on together.
Can you hear her?
I'm going to mute myself.
Good idea.
Oh,
Can
can't.
you hear anything?
No.
No.
Oh my God.
God.
Hang on. I'm gonna try
Can't
and
bear
find
this
him.
technical shit. Right, I'm gonna get some crisps.
Oh, good idea.
Oh,
all right. We're getting some crisps.
Yeah.
That's where I went wrong. I just got lots of whiskey.
Yeah.
It all make lots more sense for some reason.
What time is it?
Clear.
Oh, fucking hell.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. See, that's the trouble when you do podcasts with old people. You go, oh, fuck me, 10 o'clock, that's late. Oh.
Shall I build a house tomorrow then, Al?
I've got to put a toilet in tomorrow. We're fitting the toilet and a bath, and I've got to finish up the floor. I've been doing manual work since 8:30 this morning with Paolo
Have you?
Ferrari. Yeah.
Oh, that's
This is just like the old Pear Shaped.
Yes.
Funny enough.
Yeah.
Funny enough, today
It's 10 o'clock and I'm
I went
fucking
shopping.
knackered. Yeah.
And something I never do. Well, something because people have been shopping for me during this pandemic. And today was the first time I went out shopping, so I needed some. I needed some porridge, right? And some apples. That's all I wanted. And then something I've never done. I picked up a pack of pears. Now, isn't that
I muted him. I'm going to keep fucking muting him until he finds out how the headphones work.
Right. Oh.
That was actually fun. I enjoyed that.
Was great, yeah.
And I think I'll be happy to do the next one.
It's like waiting for Alan Sugar, isn't it? Well, you can survive till next time. Well, I've looked at you and I thought, who should be fired? You can both go back to the house now.
Did you just say you're going to do another one, Brian?
Yeah, I think we'll do it once a month. That's all right. I can cope with that. I couldn't cope with once a week. I just went fucking bonkers. So,
dude,
it's still broadcasting, even though no one can see it.
No, that's all right. Well, nobody's watching.
No.
Who gives a shit? There's
probably
one
going
person
out.
watching. It's probably Jimbo. There's one person watching. I don't care. And I'm happy if nobody's watching. I've had fun tonight, which a few of the other ones I didn't find them fun. I just found them really fucking stressful.
Now, I was trying to explain to you guys that when I was in Open Spot, I saw Jimbo do some of the most amazing things I've ever seen anyone do in comedy. I don't even going about, I don't know, I've been maybe like a year in or something like that, or just under. And I was at this gig in North London, run by this guy, I think his name was Jim Callahan. He was like an older Irish man, big dude he was. Do you remember him? And here we go.
Sure. Right. Am I on now?
No, you're not.
No.
Give me the thumbs up if I'm on.
Let Cole speak. Let Cole speak. Yeah. Let Cole speak.
And it's about him. That's the ironic thing. That's so
I know, but I can't let him on because he won't stop talking.
So what happened?
I'm gonna end
We're in tears now. So basically, right, it was all Open Spots. It was all Open Spot gig.